And welcome back. Time for this week's Capitol Report with Pat McGuigan of CapitolBeatOK.com. Pat, you reported some news this week about the launch of a Cristo Rey High School here in Oklahoma City. Tell us about that, okay?
It's a very interesting program, which is in about 3 dozen, perhaps a little less, cities across the country now. It concentrates on inner city kids facing economic and other challenges. A Cristo Rey school, after about a year of study, is going to open in the fall of 2017. And 125 students first year, and then 125 more each year until they have their hoped-for capacity of 500. One of the people involved is Gene Rainbolt of Bank First. And Gene told me in a great interview, he recalled that when the people with Cristo Rey called him, he said, "Look, I'm not a Catholic, and I'm not even a very good Methodist," which is classic Gene Rainbolt. And he said, "But I'm interested." And they explained what the program was, and he was familiar with it because of being familiar with a similar school in the city of Cleveland in Ohio. So he said, "Count me in." He then went on in the interview with me. I just want to read one portion of it. He said, "I want to share something broader, and that's my mantra on educational policy issues. Until Oklahoma gives every child the opportunity to be all that he or she can be, we have not succeeded as a society. I'm all about equality of opportunity. The opportunity gap in Oklahoma is enormous. I'm involved in these issues because I want to do everything I can to close that gap." It will be starting in just a little over a year. The exciting part is that because the legislature, with the agreement of the governor, created the Oklahoma Opportunity Scholarship Fund authorization, people are allowed to make contributions to these scholarship funds, which can then be turned around to support the tuition of these students. The students learn practical skills and work about a day a week at jobs away from the school place. It's a very exciting program. It's been effective everywhere it's been tried. Stay tuned.
Yeah, heard a lot of good things about it. All right, Pat's made it pretty clear that he is critical of both major party nominees. The last few days have been particularly rough on the Republican nominee. Pat, what's up?
Well, whether it's nukes or the horrid death of a heroic soldier who happened to be of Muslim ancestry, his sneering towards the past nominees of the grand old party, the Republican Party, his ignorance about the U.S. Constitution, or his willful disregard for the rules of, even if they are unwritten, of propriety and decency in public discourse, Donald Trump is a disaster as the Republican nominee. On the flip side, you've got a Democratic nominee who tried to bluff her way past a reasonable interview question about the email security issues. In my work, I hear from people on both sides of this issue, and they tell me I'm clueless and that it's time to get on board with one or the other. Well, barring unforeseen circumstances, that's not going to happen. America is facing a crisis of confidence in the wisdom and discernment of both political parties. Pat McGuigan is merely one reflection of that crisis.
You can read more about these and other topics at CapitolBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. Have a great day.